What is substantial gainful activity for families and individuals? Presented by Granite State Independent Living's Financial Planning and Benefits Services. What is substantial gainful activity? SGA is a term created and defined by the Social Security Administration. SGA is defined as the performance of significant physical or mental activities in work for pay or profit. Work may be considered substantial even if it is part-time or even if the individual does less, is paid less, or has less responsibility than in other jobs. Work activity is gainful if it is the kind of work usually done for pay, whether in cash or in kind, or for profit, whether or not the profit is realized. Activities including self-care, household tasks, unpaid training, hobbies, therapy, school attendance, clubs, social programs, etc., are generally not considered to be SGA. Income that is not wages or net earnings from self-employment would also not be considered SGA. Why is SGA important? SGA is important because a person's ability to work at a substantial level is directly related to whether or not SSA considers them to be disabled. Social Security defines disability as the inability to engage in any SGA by reason of any medically determinable physical and/or mental impairment which can be expected to result in death, or has lasted or can be expected to last for a continuous period of not less than 12 months. If someone can work at or above SGA level, they're not disabled, according to Social Security's definition of disability. How is SGA determined? Each year, Social Security sets a dollar amount that indicates SGA. If someone earns more than that dollar amount, they are considered to be working at or above SGA. In 2014, the dollar amount is $1,070. If you're blind, the SGA amount for 2014 is $1,800. You should know that there are some exceptions to the set dollar amount in some of the Social Security and state benefit programs. How is SGA used? For all Social Security programs such as SSDI and SSI, SGA is used when determining initial eligibility during the application process. Some state of New Hampshire benefit programs also use SGA in determining initial eligibility. SGA is also used by SSDI to determine ongoing eligibility. I receive SSDI. How does SGA affect me? Social Security, once your trial work period is over, will look at your countable wages to see if they would be considered SGA. You can keep your full cash benefit as long as the work you are doing is not considered SGA. In the SSDI program, SGA is not just a dollar amount. Social Security looks at several things when considering whether you are working at SGA: the value of your work, how long you were able to earn more than at the SGA level, and whether or not special work incentives can be used to lower the amount of earned income they count. Basically, if your countable earned income is consistently above the SGA guideline, your work activity is probably going to be considered SGA. If your countable income is consistently below the SGA guideline, your work is unlikely to be considered SGA. For more information, see the presentation on SSDI. I receive SSI. How does SGA impact me? In the SSI program, SGA is most important during the application process. You must be working below SGA to qualify. SGA is not used in determining continuing eligibility for SSI or in the SSI cash benefit calculation process. I receive benefits through the state of New Hampshire. How does SGA impact me? The following state of New Hampshire programs consider SGA when determining eligibility during the application process: APTD and A&B Cash, APTD and A&B Medicaid. Other programs may have other income limits for eligibility. Want more information? You can view the rest of the videos. You can contact Granite State Independent Living for assistance. You can visit the New Hampshire Work Incentive Resource Center for more resources. You can contact the Social Security Administration and/or New Hampshire's Department of Health and Human Services. If you are connected with an area agency, a mental health center, or vocational rehabilitation, you can contact them for more information and assistance.